Good morning students. This is chemistry part. In previous video we discussed some fundamental points regarding chemistry. In first chapter, that is matter in our surroundings, there are some more points regarding this one. That is first one, melting point. Melting point means the temperature at which solid is converted into liquid. The temperature at which solid is converted into liquid is called melting point. Boiling point means the temperature at which liquid is converted into vapor is called boiling point. Don't get confused, friends. The temperature at which solid is converted into liquid, that temperature is called melting point. For example, take one solid substance. Suppose I take A. This is solid substance. Suppose when it is converted into liquid at 28 degrees temperature, then this 28 degrees temperature is considered as melting point of A. So the melting point definition is the temperature at which solid is converted into liquid is called melting point. Next, boiling point. Boiling point definition is what? The temperature at which liquid is converted into vapor. We should not say gas. The temperature at which liquid is converted into vapor is called boiling point. That temperature is called boiling temperature. For example, take water. Water is a liquid. Water is in liquid state. We know that very well. If that water undergoes heating, then that water vaporizes at 100 degrees temperature. That is why 100 degrees temperature is considered as boiling point of water. So boiling point definition is the temperature at which liquid is converted into vapor is called boiling point. Next, sublimation. Sublimation means that the process here, that is not a temperature. The process in which solid is directly converted into vapor without converted into liquid state. I repeat once again. The temperature at which solid is directly converted into vapor without converting into liquid state is called sublimation process. That temperature is called sublimation temperature. So that is the definition regarding sublimation. So freezing point means the temperature at which liquid is converted into solid. Liquid is converted into solid is called freezing point. If solid is converted into liquid, that is called melting point. If liquid is converted into solid, is called freezing point. For example, take water. Water is in liquid state. If that water undergoes cooling at 0 degrees temperature, water is become in solid state. Water becomes solid that at this temperature. That is why this is the freezing temperature of water. It means at 0 degrees temperature, water becomes solid. So that is the definition of freezing point. Next, vaporization. One more name for this is evaporation. Vaporization or evaporation, both are same. Vaporization means the process in which, not temperature, the process in which liquid is converted into vapor. That process is called evaporation or vaporization. The process in which liquid is converted into vapor is called vaporization or evaporation. Next, condensation. That is the opposite definition for evaporation. Here liquid is converted into vapor. Here vapor is converted into liquid. The process in which vapor is converted into liquid is called condensation. Liquid is converted into vapor is called vaporization. Vapor is converted into liquid is called condensation. Next, latent heat of fusion. Latent heat. Here heat means heat is not a temperature. Heat is nothing but energy. Heat is nothing but energy. So latent heat of fusion means, here you have to know this point also. Fusion means just like freezing. Fusion means freezing. So the point is, if 1 kg liquid, 1 kg liquid, sorry, small correction, 1 kg solid, not liquid, 1 kg solid is converted into liquid. It needs some temperature. Automatically it needs some energy, nothing but some heat. That means we have to provide some heat to 1 kg solid. Then only that 1 kg solid is converted into liquid. Then that heat is called, that required heat is called latent heat of fusion. Fusion nothing but melting. So the definition is the amount of heat, not temperature. Listen carefully. The amount of heat is required to convert 1 kg of solid to liquid. 1 kg of solid to liquid. That required heat is called latent heat of fusion. Fusion means melting. That means solid is converted into liquid. So latent heat of fusion means 1 kg. That means here we are calculating heat per 1 kg. That is why it is called latent heat of fusion. So the amount of heat is required to convert 1 kg of solid to liquid is called latent heat of fusion. Next, one more definition, that is latent heat of vaporization. Latent heat of vaporization. Just now, few minutes back, we discussed about vaporization definition. Vaporization means what? Here, vaporization means the process in which liquid is converted into vapor is called vaporization or evaporation. So here the definition for latent heat of evaporation is just like this one. 1 kg liquid is converted into vapor. That means it needs some heat. That required heat is called latent heat of vaporization. So the definition here is the amount of heat is required to convert 1 kg of liquid is converted into vapor is called latent heat of vaporization. So don't get confused about all these definitions. All these are fundamental basic points. Now, again, all these points comes in 10th class, 11th class, 12th class. So all these are basic points. So you just read and you just watch one again and again. Then only you can understand the definitions. Very simple definitions and very, very important definitions. I will give the notes regarding this one and previous one today or tomorrow. I will create a Google Classroom. In that room I will send the notebook. So you just add Google Classroom. I will give the code also later. So don't get confusion. All these definitions are very, very important. Thank you, friends.